Hi, this is the North Pacific Gyre and how it works by Nathan Rockman. Everything starts at the equator. Atmospheric circulation cells are cycles of air that get caught due to the heat of the equator. Since the air at the equator is so hot, it moves upwards towards the atmosphere. From there it cools and sinks because of its new density. The air moves from high to low pressure, resulting in it getting caught in a cycle, or what's known as a circulation cell. The Coriolis effect. The way in which objects or substances are moved due to the velocity or speed of the equator compared to the rotational speed of other latitudes. Because of this, the Coriolis effect pushes the winds that are going from high to low pressure away and creates what are known as the trade winds, the easterlies, the westerlies, and the polar winds. The Coriolis effect has everything to do with the spinning of the Earth. If the Earth wasn't rotating, then the winds that get caught in the circulation cells would not be moved. Ekman transport. Ekman transport is an application of Coriolis due to the Earth's rotation, and additionally the wind's currents. We know that the net water transport is going to be about 90 degrees. Ekman transport also tells us about the direction in which the surface currents will move, which happens to be the same direction as the net water transport. On this diagram, the net water transport is shown as Ekman transport. What's happening in Ekman is that the ocean water is being pushed by the wind, and the angle at which it uses the wind's energy is changing because the Earth is moving. If the Earth was not rotating, the water would go in the same direction as the wind. The North Pacific Gyre. Ekman transport creates what are known as gyres, a circular pattern of surface currents which are sparked by the direction of the winds. The North Pacific Gyre is created due to the northeast trade winds, which pushes equatorial water against Japan, creating the Kuroshio current, which circles across to California because the westerlies push the water, which is bouncing off of Japan back towards North America. Since the trade winds are pushing against Japan, the Kuroshio current is warm because of the equatorial water in the gyre. The Kuroshio current is also faster compared to other currents because of the velocity at which the north equatorial water is being pushed at. Lastly, we have the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. This is a little extra, but inside of the North Pacific Gyre is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. The North Pacific Gyre creates a circular pattern where the water pushes the garbage dump, which is said to be bigger than Texas, around in the gyre, allowing trash to be flowing continuously. The size of this is supposedly about 1.6 million square kilometers. Thanks for listening, and yeah, that's it. Goodbye.